Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Happy 2023. Oh my goodness, I can't believe it's a new year, a new month, a new week. Crazy, we're starting the first of the month of the first the first day of the first month of the year on a Sunday, which is nice, like a nice refresh. I hope everyone had a really nice New Year's Eve and a New Year's Day. Again, Happy New Year, Happy 2023. I hope everyone accomplishes all their goals this year, both financial and personal, spiritual, anything related to making you become a better you. I hope everyone accomplishes all their goals. I wanted to start off this year by posting where my debt is at. I will not be posting a January budget breakdown, but if you're interested in seeing where my money is going this month, you could actually head over to my Instagram. My Instagram is at CatBudgets, and there's a breakdown there. Today I will be filming my debt update and just seeing pretty much that my debt tracker and seeing where my debt is at. The last video that I recorded with my debt, I think it was in July, and I'll show a comparison just to see where my money was at back then, where my money is now. And yeah, I would love to share that with you. This is my Erin Condren 7x9 monthly planner. This pen is actually also by Erin Condren, if you can see it right there. Also, don't mind me, I actually have COVID right now, unfortunately, so I'm quarantined technically, and I'm just not feeling the best, but I really wanted to get this video out today and just be intentional. I watch Amy from Debt Free. What is her? No, Dear Debt. I'm sorry, Amy from Dear Debt. She has a word for the year, and the word for me for this year is intentional. So I just want to be intentional with all of my finances, with all of my personal goals, with all of my relationships, you know, with my boyfriend, with my family, with my friends, with myself. So the word for me is intentional, and I want to be intentional every day and get myself, even if it's 1% closer to my goals. But yeah, sorry, no more rambling. Let me get into this video. So yes, today I will be posting or be letting you guys know what my debt is at. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and get started. So I'm going to flip to January, which is right at the front, but as you guys can see, I have the Star Wars with the rose gold coil. My boyfriend actually gifted this to me, so shout out to my baby. Thank you, baby. And this is my planner. I got the In Bloom. I love it. This is my second year with the In Bloom. I love it. My boyfriend actually also gifted me a daily duo planner for 2023. He hasn't given it to me yet because we've actually both been sick, and it arrived after Christmas, so I can't wait to get it, but it's also In Bloom. But yeah, I love In Bloom. I just love the colors. I love the neutrals. I love the pinks. I'm all about it. I love it. But yeah, okay, so this is actually my January layout, but like I mentioned, I won't be sharing that this month. I kind of just wanted to get a head start, but I will be posting for February what my January breakdown or February breakdown will be for my month, and my expenses, and yeah. All right, so I'm gonna flip to my debt tracker. So for my debt tracker, the first debt that I'm gonna write down is actually a personal loan that I have, and I've talked about it before on my channel. So it's called DCU, and it's my personal loan that I used before to pay off some credit cards back in the day. I am beginning the month with the debt of $5,313.15. The interest here is a 6.49%, and my monthly minimum for that, it doesn't give me a space here, but I'm gonna say that it's $224, and then if I make any extra payments, I'll just put plus whatever extra payment I have here, and then whatever I end the month with, and I'll use this same number when I track in February. Okay, next is my student loan that I actually also have from DCU. I refinanced the private loan that I have. I had it with Citizens before, but the interest rate was variable because back then I didn't know any better. So I actually was able to refinance that since I graduated this past May, as you guys may know. The interest rate on that was like 11.8%, I think, and it was variable. So obviously with the interest rate hikes, my debt was just going up for that, and I was like, absolutely not. So this one is a fixed rate. Granted, you know, you still get charged the interest rates every single month, or interest daily, whatever. And I feel like it's been the same amount since I took the loan out, but you know, whatever. I've definitely paid a few months on this, and the amount is just the same, and it's because of the interest rate, and it's just crazy. But the minimum for this one is $268 and some change, but honestly I have the auto pay for $270, and the minimum payment, I'm so sorry, the minimum payment is $258 and some change, but I pay $270, and the interest rate on this is a 6.25%. okay. And then my next debt, which is my next debt in the Snowball, I guess you could say, is my Great Lakes. So I'm just gonna put federal loans. I actually got the notification that my loans are gonna get transferred to Nelnet, but as you guys know, the student loans are currently in deferment, hoping for good news that the student loans will get forgiven, because if not, that means that my debt will get knocked off $20,000. But you know, we'll see what happens. That's obviously up to the Supreme Court. But I am not paying anything on this right now, and I will start paying once those payments kick in. That's not going to be my priority though. My priority is going to be the private loan next. But yeah. All right, so let's go ahead and add these up. Grab my calculator. All right, here's my calculator. So if we add these amounts, so 5, 13, 15 plus 30,459.18 plus $36,538.51. So my total current debt is $73,310.84. And then my current monthly minimums with just these two debts right now is $224 plus $270. Again, my minimum is $268 for the student loan, but I just paid $270, so it's $494 a month. I'm not gonna fill these out, but this is currently where my debt stands. And honestly, I just want to say that when I posted my debt update back in July, I think it was, I received a lot of feedback. Back then I had my Amex, and I will actually, let me show you guys. So this is actually my planner for 2022, and this was for July. So when I posted my July debt tracker or debt update, I had let you guys know that I had a balance on my Amex for $1,425.25, and I had an APR back then of 21.49%, and my minimum there was $45. I had mentioned that my mom gifted me a bag, but we put it on my credit card, and she was paying it back slowly. There was some comments that I didn't appreciate about my mom, but you know, at the end of the day, it is what it is. I actually had, I think, like $1,100 in savings, and I used that towards the debt. And I didn't post because yeah, that's fine. Let me see in September. Let me show where my debt was in September, because I know that I decided to do the debt snowball there, and I brought down the Amex to $300. So so I paid like $1,100 there. But I actually ended up paying off that card. I don't know if that reflects in October. Let me check. Let me see. Yes, I ended up paying it off by October. So I followed you guys' advice, and I that was the next step in my debt snowball. And then I had my Bank of America credit card, which was around $83.80. The interest rate on that was $20.99%, and the minimum there was $240. So and then I had these loans. So there it's 88.60, and then as you guys see, for that DCU loan it was 88.60. So now for that one I'm at 53.13. So I've paid off around 3,500 of that one, which is really nice to say. But I wanted to share that I actually knocked out this credit card payment. As you guys can see, that's no longer in my debt snowball, and the reason is because my parents were very gracious enough to gift me $10,000. We sold the house that we lived in, my childhood home, unfortunately, and my parents decided to gift me some money from that sale, and I used that responsibly, and I used it towards my credit card. The reason why I used it towards my Bank of America credit card, at the time I was debating to see which one I wanted to put it towards, but I figured for me personally it would have been better to put it towards the Bank of America credit card, because as you guys know, the interest rate hikes are just insanity, and I didn't want to be paying that much money towards interest. So yeah, I got rid of that debt. I'm grateful, I'm thankful, and that was definitely a blessing from my parents, from God, absolutely. And they gave me $10,000. I paid off this amount, and I paid towards my DCU, which was able to bring it down, I think like 1,500 back then. But yeah, that's why from 88.60 I'm down to 53.13.15, because I have been also throwing extra money in there. But yeah, that's where my debt stands. Back then I was at $85,666.01. That's an angel number. And then now, thank God, I am at $73,310.84. So, you know, in theory, my parents gave me, my mom did give me this money back, plus another like what, $8,500 support towards my debt. Granted, I ended up paying this by myself, but you know, I guess from the $10,000 I can subtract the $1,500 for the bag, but it's okay, I don't mind. But yeah, that's where my debt stands now, and I am aggressively paying off towards this. Let me just remove this. I am aggressively paying off this debt right now. I just submitted my payment, so I actually get paid once a month now. Maybe I should post like a life update, but just a quick recap. Like thank God I got a new job, and my salary is significantly higher than what I started 2022 with, and I ended 2023. I ended 2022 making honestly like $25,000 more than what I made at the beginning of the year. So I'm grateful. It's a good job. I pray that I do well in the job, and I actually also only get paid once a month now. And for me, being a budgeter, I truly do not mind that. And it's definitely been interesting to kind of adjust to it. This is my second month getting paid once a month. But yeah, and I have my account separated, but I'll definitely do like an update when I post for February next month. I do plan on doing weekly check-ins, because since I get paid monthly, I have to be more cognizant of how much money I'm spending a week. And I also will be setting up my sinking funds, and I will be doing cash envelope stuffings for those two. So definitely stay tuned. But yeah, I just wanted to share with you guys how much debt I've been able to pay off. It seems like it's around $12,000, and I'm just grateful, and I just want to keep going. I currently have an extra like $1,500 saved up, and that's technically rent money, but that in theory, like, I would be a month ahead. So what I'm planning on doing is just honestly using that to pay towards my DCU loan. I get paid once a month, and I get paid on the first business day, but you know, it's okay. Like I'm decided that instead of having the month ahead, towards rent, I'm just gonna use that to pay towards my loan. And if it ends up ever being that I don't have the liquid cash, then I'll just dip into my savings and just place the money back, just to make sure that I have rent paid for. But rent is definitely a new expense for me, and I can't wait to share that with you. But if you guys don't want to see the video, you're more than welcome to head over to my Instagram. Like I mentioned, it's at CatBudgets. I plan on being more consistent there because I just want to share more of my finances and also to hold myself accountable. And I just want to grow my community here on YouTube and on Instagram and just be intentional, like I mentioned earlier. But yeah, comment down below what some of your goals are, what your debt stands at, what your plans are for that, to get rid of that. And I'd love to see and hear and learn from you guys as well. Again, I'm sorry for my voice. Sorry if I'm a little low energy. I've had like a low grade fever all day, unfortunately, and I'm stuffy and congested and I have headaches and body aches. But I'm gonna go take some more medicine because I'm not doing that great. But I wanted to share this video with you guys and hold myself accountable. So, but yeah, if you guys made it this far, please give it a like, a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't, and follow along on my journey, and give me a comment down below, and then follow me over on Instagram too. I'd love to get to know my community as well. Alrighty, I hope you guys have an amazing new year, a new month, a new week. Be intentional, and I hope you guys have a great day. Thank you guys so much for watching. Bye guys.